Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a special Friday night stream as we watch Bitcoin pump to over $105,000. The crypto ball is taking place in the US tonight, and I expect some nice price action over the weekend. We've already had an amazing week for everyone that held XRP. We'll get to that shortly. Congratulations to everyone that had conviction and patience. Like we said, for a couple of years now, we've been holding since 2021. There's not much more to say about XRP. I think it's all been said in terms of conviction, in terms of patience, knowing that you're on the right side of things. But it was a long slog, and hopefully that patience has been rewarded for everyone. Good to see so many people on. Drop any suggestions or any questions you want answered in the chat, and we'll try and get to them. Quite a lot of people on, and make sure you drop some likes as well so we keep doing these streams. Just a couple of days until Trump takes office. Bitcoin reacting very nicely to that, up 5.5% today so far. Huge move, and I think it's going to continue into the weekend. I've already said to people in CC Pro, I expect a new all-time high this weekend. Looks very healthy for that, and we saw a bit of dominance rise, which is natural at this stage as well. Let's have a look at Bitcoin on the weekly. So this was our kind of downside target. We got a wick into that, and then we bottomed on Monday 13th, new moon, and we are now up 11% for the week. And just on the daily, we could see this wick here. This is where all the FUD came in. People were calling for 78k, 73k, but we kept saying we thought this was going to be the bottom target. We got that wick, and now we are heading much higher, and this green box up 111 to 113,000 is the target of this breakout from this downtrend that we were in between March and October. I do think we'll hit that this weekend. I think 115k could be the topside target for the pre-Trump inauguration. US markets are closed on Monday as well, so when the markets are closed, the price can move quite fast in either direction. Obviously momentum's in the uptrend, so I do think we could see a massive move between now and markets reopening on Tuesday. Let's have a look at XRP then. Probably the story of the week. People are calling for XRP to crash now. That was that tweet on the screen. We'll come back to that later. But the target of this breakout is 385 or 384, and we're not quite there yet. We just look like we're cooling off a little bit before the next run, and we've seen that all the way up. So bear flag here, bear flag here, bear flag there. Bull flag all the way up. 3 bull flags, maybe 4 if you count this one. So I do think we are likely to hit this target in the coming days, especially with all the bullish news coming out of the US. You can see, let's go to the 4-hour chart for XRP. You can see another bull flag there, and another bull flag up here. Once this breaks, target should be this green box. This little bull flag there. Let's go to a shorter time frame. You can see it much better. So yeah, the breakout target of that should take us 385, which would be nice, especially given most of our members in CC Pro have been buying since the 20 cents area, hopefully, but a lot of accumulation around the 35 to 50 cent, so a nice move up for majority. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's see who's all in. Lewis, nice to see you. The Trump pump definitely in full swing. It's time. I hope it is, Lee. I hope it is. I do think you have to be cautious at these times. There is big news events, but for me, Trump coming out of office, everything he promised he's actually doing, and that's why we are well, I certainly personally, I'm a big fan of Trump and what he stands for. He actually does what he says he's going to do. He gets stuff done. Since he got elected, he started making moves to fulfill all the promises that he set out for the crypto community. And that's why I think this Trump pump or Trump trade will continue into the rest of Q1. Remember, we're only 17 days into the new quarter, the new financial year as well, especially in the States. We'll cover Borg, of course, we'll cover Borg. US, not seen that request in a while. And yeah, well, let's get through some of the chat. There is a link in the description for anyone that's on the stream that's not in CC Pro. That's our private Discord community. There's a link in the description. We post daily analysis. We've basically kept everybody sane through the last 3-4 years with the XRP, and a lot of our members are starting to reap the rewards of XRP, but there's been loads of wins in CC Pro over the last couple of years as well. So if you're not in CC Pro, the link's in the description. Members are starting to see some very nice gains across their portfolio. Right, let's cover a few charts and then we'll go to the chat requests. So XRP right now looking very healthy. I do think we'll get a breakout hopefully in the next 24 hours, head up towards $4, and I don't believe it'll stop there. Cardano up really nice today. So if you were in the last stream, we spoke a lot about fibs, and you can see Cardano is just approaching the 702 level, which has been quite a key resistance in crypto, and it's also the resistance that the DXY is up against just now. But we've had 2 attempts at it previously. I do think if we hit it tonight, tomorrow, we'll break through it and we'll pump. Solana also starting to challenge the neckline of this double bottom. We break that, the target is the all-time high, and the next time we hit the all-time high, I expect us to break through it. $300 within the next couple of weeks, if this maintains, is completely realistic. Let's have a look at total market cap. We've shown this to our CC Pro members, but total crypto market, this is the previous all-time high, this yellow bar. If I zoom out, you can see perfect back test, flipping resistance into support, and up we go. Bitcoin dominance having a bit of resurgence today as Bitcoin leads the charge. That's what we want. So for anyone that's complaining that their alts are lagging, that's fine, that's healthy. Bitcoin leads, Bitcoin goes into price discovery, then when it cools off, that's when the altcoins really shine, because the capital, people take profit on their Bitcoin stack and it flows into altcoins. So Bitcoin pumping, dominance rising, that's fine for now. Once it cools off, that's when we all get excited. And let's have a look at Borg. In fact, let's have a look at DXY first, because DXY's had a bit of resurgence tonight. I do think this is just a dead cat bounce. Nothing can drop in free fall. I think it'll have topped at the 702. I don't think we'll get through that, which would be nice for risk assets. And let's have a look at Borg. Looking like a coiled spring. For me, this is really healthy. And actually, this sideways pattern, when it breaks, it's going to be quite an explosive move in my opinion. Right now we're just seeing some more accumulation after this long sideways action down here in the kind of 15. I think it went as low as, what was that, 13. I'm sure it actually went lower, that was a while ago, but I'm sure it went 12 cents, but 13 anyway. We're now up at 35, and I still think we'll see $1 sooner rather than later. I think once this breaks, we'll get quite a fast move higher. There are a lot of things coming out of SwissBorg. Big announcement next week as well. So I do think this is just coiling up nicely. And we've saw this pattern so many times in the altcoin market. When it breaks fast and it breaks to the upside. Let's have a look at UOS, because to be honest, it's not one we get asked for a lot, so it's nice to get a request for something a bit different. Let's have a look at it on the weekly. So UOS, for me, lagging the market. Like I say, we don't get asked for it a lot, so it's not something I've necessarily looked at. But it does look like it's starting to, like if we zoom in, you can see that it is starting to put this higher low in. If this was Wyckoff, you would say this was the kind of spring and then back test and then the next move up, and then we'll probably get a coiling up. So it'll do something, in my opinion, it should go up, coil up, coil up, and then explode. Very rough drawing, obviously, but that's the way I think it could play out if it is Wyckoff. Obviously, it could be invalidated. But yeah, so it looks, I mean, the good thing about UOS, if you're in it, you can continue to DCA because it's still so low. But like I say, it's not something I hold, it's not something I know too much about, but from a chart perspective, looks very cheap. So yeah, these kind of 3 peaks look like the prices to start reclaiming, probably around 40 cents, which is a nice 5x from here. You get to there, once you break that, things get really exciting, and you probably rally quite quickly up to the 90 cents area pretty quickly. So yeah, if you do hold it and you're dollar cost averaging, I'd probably accumulate as much as you can down here before things blast off, because there's not a lot of sell pressure left in this chart, in my opinion. Andrew, good question. So yeah, we get asked a lot about gaming because it's kind of lagging at the moment, but it had a really bullish time about 6 months ago. Crypto markets are funny. Everyone expects all coins to just run at the one time. There's always a narrative. So right now you can see the AI agent narrative is dominating. AI had its time, now it's AI agents. I think DeFi will come back big in the coming months. One, because of regulation in the States. DeFi got absolutely crushed by the SEC. So I think DeFi will come back, but also AI and DeFi go hand in hand. And we're also starting to see stories about Bitcoin loans and things like that. So I think DeFi is going to have a big year. And I also, so my point in telling that is DeFi right now isn't really a hot topic. It's going to become a hot topic very soon. Gaming's the exact same. Gaming will have a period where every gaming coin just pumps mental. And that's just the way the market works. You'll have a DeFi narrative, you'll have a gaming narrative, you'll have an AI narrative, you'll have layer ones. Like, that's just the way the market works. So yeah, I wouldn't be worried about gaming. XBorg is obviously one of my bigger holdings. Very bullish on it long term. And MV as well. I hold quite a lot of MV because it was just ridiculously cheap. So I do think you just need to be patient and wait for your coins to go, and then make sure you take profit, because that narrative will shift as well. So if you hold XBorg and it hits your target but you're holding out for more, the gaming narrative will eventually fade and it'll move to something else, even though the bull run's continuing. So yeah, make sure you take profit, make sure you've got a profit target and profit taking plan, so that you can get out of the market. Somebody asked about Algorand. I'm not sure if it's the person I think it is that holds a lot of Algorand. I don't think it is, actually. Well, maybe. But yeah, to be fair, this is kind of what I was talking about when we looked at UOS. So we've came down a bit. It's kind of Wyckoff. We've put in another low. We've put in the test, the spring test, and then we've came up. We've coiled up, but we've back tested this high, pretty much spot on with this wick, and then we're just coiling up here. The next move for me, if we look at look at this on the daily. You can just see bit of downtrend, sideways, and then up. So for me, I think Algorand's time at these levels is limited, and yeah, 67 cents probably the next target, and it'll probably achieve that pretty soon. Algorand, obviously Gary Gensler's favourite coin. Let's see who else is in. Margaret, LimeWire, great shout. Very cheap right now. It does look like it's bottoming out if you look at the daily chart. What I'd love to see for LimeWire is it go into some kind of rounded bottom. Let me find the right. So you can see that's the pattern right now. If it completes that, let's just draw it on, it's easier, and does something like that, that would be a cup and handle. You would then get a bit of consolidation like that, and then the next move would be much higher. That's what I'd like to see. I looked at it the other day for LimeWire. So down here will be very limited, down at this 24 cents area. The target of this cup and handle, once it eventually breaks, would be somewhere around 60 cents. So just shy of 3x from here. So yeah, if you, again, if it's something you hold, then I think it's probably like the rest of the market. These are the final days of buying cheap. Somebody asked about Inspect. Inspect was very cheap and it's up 11%. Somebody, Andrew, followed the CC Pro call, took profit and paid for 2 years membership. So huge. As you can see, this was our call here. So we took it down here at 1 cent, 1.5 cents, and then obviously it pumped massively. It's almost came back down to that level. What did it do? 570%, almost back down to that level. But yeah, I think it will have a very big bull run. Something I'm quite bullish on, and for anyone in CC Pro knows, I just continued to buy it all the way down. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's see what's happening. Not necessarily, Andrew, but I know why you're thinking like that. Gary, so 2 things. One, I believe XRP will go higher than $5. However, there we go, we can see it properly here. So for me, I think XRP will go higher than $5. I think it'll do $7, maybe $9 based on fibs. So you can see, let me scroll up. So yeah, somewhere in here, I think it'll land. It could do 11, could do 13. I just won't be hanging about for it. So if you had your target of $5, just stick to it, because you've set that target for a reason, and you've set that target before emotions got involved, before hype, euphoria all took over. So if that was your target pre XRP breaking out, then you need to stick to that target, because what happens is people get influenced by other people, they get influenced by Twitter, they get influenced by CNBC, they get influenced by whoever they take their information from, and ultimately that's how you get absolutely wrecked. So for me, if you had a target, especially when obviously it depends when you set it, but clearly you set it a few weeks ago, you need to stick to that target because you set it for a reason, and that goes for all coins. It's really, really hard to pull the trigger, and we'll come back to that. Actually, I've got a bit of a message on that mind frame. But yeah, so if your target was $5, take 95% off the table at $5 and leave 5-10% for a moon bag. That's what I would do if I was you. XLM, Stellar, it'll pump with XRP because it always does. I don't really have too many thoughts on it. We can look at the chart, but it'll look the exact same as XRP's. Flame and Opulus, yeah, still holding. Somebody asked me about Flame the other day, actually. It's funny, we get asked a lot of questions about whichever coin isn't performing that week. So a few weeks ago it was MV. MV's had a bit of pump recently. Opulus had a bit of dump. We got asked loads about that. It's just patience at this moment in the cycle. So Flame dropped down below its low, but it's recovered quite quickly. Looks like it's building support here. So hopefully that's it bottomed. But yeah, it's still holding it. The bull run still got a long way to go. Not in terms of days, but in terms of capital. So I say that all the time, that this bull run's got a long time to go, and people question whether there's going to be a crash, March, April. I'm not talking, when I say the bull run's got a long way to go, I mean in terms of market cap, in terms of volume, in terms of liquidity. But it could be over by April, so make sure you've got a plan. Opulus doing very nicely in the last few days. Held this level as support, closed above it. Now we've reclaimed the 200-day moving average, which is also at a key level, which is a nice confluence. So hopefully we can start getting back up to the kind of 10 cent plus area, and then start targeting these higher areas. Opulus is probably one of my bigger holdings of small market cap coins. Very bullish on it. The team have been so active as well over the last, pretty much since we held it. I think we announced it in January 2023. Yeah, January 2023 we announced Opulus, and yeah, it's been doing really well. Then it drops really well. So yeah, it's been long-term hold for me. So somebody's asked in the chat, once you sell your XRP, do you then buy back in a bear market? Is that the process? Everybody has their own process, so you could do. So let's have a look at, I suppose Ethereum's probably the best example. So let's go to the 2-week chart. Maybe too long. So I guess if you were buying in 2017 Ethereum, you sell $1,400 and then you let it crash and you buy more. Pumps to over $4,000 and then drops again back to $1,200. So you can just keep doing that. The only thing I would say is the gains aren't going to be the same. So if you bought XRP at 20 cents, it runs to $7, $8, $9 a cycle. It's not going to drop back to 20 cents. So the gains aren't going to be the same. So it really depends. What my main focus will be during the bear market is just accumulating Bitcoin. Because my plan, hopefully, is to make as much profit in this bull run so that I don't need to necessarily rely on massive altcoin pumps in the next cycle. So then my next plan after this market cycle is to just accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible and just be set up, because I do think Bitcoin is just going to be like a train and just non-stop till 2030, 2035. So that's kind of my plan. But it depends what stage you're at. It depends how new you are to crypto, when you got in. But yeah, it's not a bad plan. Wait until altcoins have dropped 75, 85, 90%, start dollar cost averaging in again. It would be a great plan. And don't listen to anybody that says that they're not going to drop that much in the next bear market, because they will. If anything, the next bear market could be very volatile because of the amount of capital that's likely going to be in the space. Somebody's asking about TEL, which I actually have. So the 2 week chart's pretty bullish. Let's go to the weekly because it'll be very bullish, I think. So yeah, again, very similar pattern to what we've seen across altcoins. So Algorand, for example, was very similar to this, but what I like about this chart is, so it's broke it out of its accumulation phase. It's broken above the swing high from March, which has been quite a sticky resistance for a lot of coins, but then it's now forming support around that previous resistance, which also was a support level back in 2022. So it looks really bullish to me. I think, yeah, that's it, kind of broken out of this accumulation phase. It's kind of up from here. It looks really strong. It could coil up for a bit longer, maybe another week, but I actually don't think so. I think you're probably, let's see what the 3-day looks like and the daily. Yeah, once it breaks this level here, about 0.007, you're off to the races. So yeah, looks really bullish for anyone that's holding it. I don't know many people that hold it, to be fair. Somebody asked a really good question. Let me try and find it. So Lynn says, it's crazy to think we could be all out by April. So that kind of brings me to a very important point. I see it a lot that people become very married to their holdings. So you have to be very cold. You have to be very unemotional when it comes to investing. So it doesn't matter if your goal is to make 100k from crypto in the next 3 months. If you make 99,000 from XRP and 1,000 from Opulus, it doesn't matter. What I see a lot of the time is people make the majority of their target from a coin and then start holding other coins because they want to see the same returns from all these other coins. For me, I would set a dollar amount I want to extract from the market and then just execute. Don't care where the profit comes from. If it comes from XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Opulus, MV, LimeWire, who cares? Just take the profit that's on the table, take the win, hit your target and move on. So yeah, it's scary to think it's over by April, but it's also exciting to think the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years have been tough. They've been grueling. You actually are hopefully seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and you can actually execute and enjoy some of that profit. So yeah, just don't take it personally. Don't hold a coin because you expect it to do X or Y. Just sell once you hit your profit target, regardless. Let's have a look at CRV actually, because I've not had a look at it in a while. Yeah, exact same chart pattern that we're just going to see. To be honest, we'll see this across a lot of the altcoins. We'll have a look at the altcoin market in a minute. But yeah, you can see just kind of in this coiling up phase right on top of the March high, similar to TEL. Broke out this downtrend, hit the first target of the downtrend, which was 132, and then fell back, coiled up at the March high. Next target for me for this run would be 157, and I think it'll get there pretty quickly. CRV moves pretty fast. You can see straight up and then down, straight up, back down. It'll go up again. So yeah, I do think we'll see 150, 157 CRV very soon, and then we'll probably get the same pattern. So you'll probably get a check back down to 132. Let's see, where's my arrows? So yeah, you might get up to here, back down, coil up around here, and then go again. A bit more consolidation around the 132 level. So yeah, CRV looking very bullish. The entire market looks unbelievable to me. Total 2. I mean, look at total 2. It's basically just the exact same pattern, right on top of the March high, but we're at $1.5 trillion. And what is really exciting for me is this. Fibs showing that the total altcoin market cap could go as high as $5 trillion in the next bull run, which would be insane. Given that the total market cap, including Bitcoin, right now is only 3.6, basically means the market cap of the entire crypto space, including Bitcoin, is going to triple before we reach the top. Insane. And it will all be led by money printing across the Western world, and of course China loves a bit of stimulus, which will be nice. Yeah, thematics are a great shout. Jen in the chat saying she's going to use thematics. Thematics are a great shout. They manage it for you. They rebalance it. The golden thematic in particular is a great way of protecting your purchasing power. Ethereum went a nice move up beyond the 3,500 level. It's been a key level for Ethereum. Let me just show this. Actually, I was looking at this earlier. Ethereum with a bit of a head and shoulders to there. Back tested yesterday and bounced, and the target of this move I think takes us up close to the previous swing high up here. Let's double check. Yeah, takes us right to this level here, around 3.635. So Ethereum looks insane, and to be fair, this is all timed. Like, it's a complete simulation. So on Monday was the bottom, which was a new moon, which people can think is Fugazi or whatever, but whatever. You've then got the crypto ball tonight and Ethereum breaking out as well. Ethereum needs a catalyst, and for me, SEC regulation has to be the catalyst. Somebody's going to mention Ethereum somewhere. People keep writing it off as well, but if you look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin on the weekly, it's kind of putting a double bottom around 0.033, and also this indicator shows overbought and oversold on, I think it's 7 oscillators, and on the 3-day, or the daily, on the daily, it's finally hit. You can see the reaction the last time that blue sign printed. So I do think the coming days and weeks is going to be very bullish for Ethereum. I love the fact that people are writing off Ethereum. It just makes me more bullish. And even if you don't hold Ethereum, if you hold altcoins, you want Ethereum to do well. It'll bleed into the entire market. So very bullish that that's broke $3,500. Let's have a look. Jasmine, I don't really like Jasmine. It's not really listed a lot of places, but this downtrend looks like it could be over. Let's have a look. It's quite a steep downtrend, isn't it? I mean, yeah, break through this level, then first target 4, target 5.8. The only reason I don't like it is because it's wrecked me before when I was trying to trade it, so personal grudge. CSM19, I don't even see your message, but yeah, now Ethereum is now pumping. I'm not sure if anyone saw, but I tweeted earlier that I actually took a long on Ethereum at the 200-day moving average. I think my average entry is 2995, and obviously it wicked a little lower, but you can account for that. And that trade's now up 17% before leverage, which is nice. Sold any more, mate? No, I've not actually. I think I only got 10% from my alpha, and I got the LP, so I've not sold any yet. I probably should have, because it was up at like 200 million market cap, but I wanted to see what it settled out at. There's chat that it could go much higher. I don't know. The AI agent meta seems to be really hyped right now, so let's see what happens. It also happened on Tuesday. The market was still a bit iffy then, so my argument was if it was 200 million, Bitcoin, Ethereum wasn't really doing anything, then I wanted to wait and see what happened when Bitcoin broke out. So yeah, let's see what happens over the next week. I might sell a bit of percentage because it's up like, I think it's up 8x or 8x from alpha, 10x from the LP. So it's worth selling a little chunk, even just take your initial out, take the win. Yeah, Lynn, you tell me. Yeah, when this market's got a bit of a break, it will be nice. You might not hear from us for a while. No, I'm only joking. Paddy's up over 5x on Jasmine since February. Nice. Nice move. Scott, USDT or USDC, whichever. Yeah, don't see a problem either. I take it Oliver, somebody else has asked about it as well. USDT, you're talking about the meme coin. Thoughts are it's a meme coin. Hopefully it does crazy gains because Trump's getting inaugurated on Monday. It's the type of thing that happens in crypto because it's a ridiculous market. That's why I hold it, because mental stuff happens. But yeah, I don't really have any thoughts. Meme coins, put a few sol in, hope for 100x, or it gets rugged and it goes to zero. The one thing I would say is, if you want to take profit, I would take profit probably Monday at some point, because if it's anything like all these celeb coins, the McGregor coin, like once the hype around whatever event they were built for goes away, the coin just dies. So yeah. Yeah, I can definitely look at sushi. You could buy it on BonkBot, you could buy it on Photon, you could buy it on Phantom. Yeah, you could buy it on a few places. The other thing is, so this is a good point actually, in my opinion. XRP memes and Solana based memes, you're kind of double hedged. So if you buy a Solana meme or XRP meme, if the meme stays flat but Solana or XRP pumps, you make money. If XRP or Solana stays flat and the meme pumps, you make money. If they both pump, which is the ideal situation, you make tons of money. So that's why they're so valuable, these memes, because not only is the meme coin making you money, but the underlying asset is measured in is making you money. Whereas the Ethereum ones are normally in USDC or USDT. The dollar isn't going to pump, obviously. Sushi, nice move up today. I think Sushi's got a big bull run in front of it. Similar to Uniswap. Uniswap's moving nicely as well, broken out of this downtrend. Target $19.50. which is just crazy. We've been talking about Uniswap for ages. It's down at $4 at one point, dropped as low as $3.40. Hopefully, people have been stacking Uniswap if they hold it, because yeah, I think it'll go back to all-time high, which is a crazy number, but regulation's really going to help. Something like Uniswap and DEXs are chewing up volume. I was talking to somebody the other day. So Solana DEXs, or Solana on-chain volume, and now eclipses Ethereum and Base. But DEXs as an overall crypto space, every single month for like 12 months have increased their volume versus centralized exchanges. That trend will continue, and it'll speed up, because centralized exchanges like Mexi, Gate, they're just trash for product launches. DEXs is the way forward, and we're seeing that anyway. Momate's done what, a 10x, and then you've got other projects that launched in the last week that launched on Mexi or Gate or BitGet, and they're down 75 to 90% in a few days. So yeah, we'll see a lot more of that. So Uniswap still has a good 200% move to go. Sushi, even more than that. It's still so cheap. Yeah, 1,000, 1,200%. The good thing about Sushi is Uniswap's kind of like blazing the trail for it. So for me, if I didn't hold Uniswap and I was tempted, I wouldn't buy Uniswap right now because it's up 3-4x from the bottom. But I might be tempted by Sushi because it's so lagging behind Uniswap. And yeah, so that might be an option. Borg to go again? Yeah, I think so. I can't imagine the SwissBorg team let it not go again. Like, they're determined to get it to 100 mil. I'm holding tons of it. Me, Deck, and Dawn hold loads of it. And we're still getting our rewards through the LP. So yeah, I think 100 million could happen, which would be amazing. To be fair, it would be such a nice little gainer on the side. Borg, yeah, Borg definitely could get to $5. I think $3 is kind of, I'd say it was ambitious, but not out of the question. $5 is probably top end target for me. Yeah, I think Deck's right, actually. Yeah, I've been talking about Uniswap for ages. I knew once regulation changed, these DEXs would benefit. And the minute Trump got elected, Uniswap... In fact, let's actually have a look at it, because I'm pretty sure I'm... Yeah, so this is Trump getting elected. So it went up 180% off the back of that, and it's up 120% off the back of Trump. It's just purely regulation that's crushed Uniswap over the last 2 years. And it's in the CC Pro basket as well. So just for anyone that's not tuned in, because I see there's quite a few people on that aren't necessarily CC Pro members. CC Pro is our private Discord community. We have daily updates. We've got live streams that are members only. We have meme coins, market analysis, chat room where everybody keeps each other sane, and we have loads and loads of content every single day. Project updates, new projects, alpha updates, everything you can imagine, from not just crypto but gold, silver. We talk about TradFi as well. So yeah, if you're not in CC Pro, just sell 1% of a coin that's up and invest in your financial education. Makes total sense, keeps you sane, keeps you from doing something stupid like selling XRP at 52 cents and regretting it when it pumps to 3.30. The whole purpose in CC Pro is to make people money, or help people make money. In my opinion, the biggest benefit is it stops you losing money stupidly. So yeah, get any CC Pro. You can read the reviews. I'm sure people in the chat will big me up and tell me how good CC Pro is, especially those that have been buying XRP when everybody told them they were stupid, except us. Shiv, good to see you on. Inspect, I think it's at 2 cents, not 21. But yeah, you're right. I think it's ridiculously cheap. So yeah, I wouldn't have a problem buying it here. It does look like it's bottomed on the weekly as well. If this candle closes like this, in my opinion, that'll be the bottom. So, yeah, if you're buying, yeah, this weekend, well, like tonight, tomorrow would be the time to do it. No financial advice, obviously. Let's see who else is on. Yeah, Andrew's spot on. Centralized exchanges completely kill projects. Let's load up Deck Screener. So Deck, yeah, that's a good plan. Paddy, no, there was a problem with the liquidity pool. Someone, basically a scammer, launched a tiny liquidity pool just before the actual team launched it. But no, so what's it sitting at now? $130 million market cap. So it's down quite a bit, but it's still up massively from 35 million, which is what it launched at, which is quite nice. Deck's only listing on Solana. You compare it to, this is a gaming coin that actually has a lot of promise, but they launched on Mexi, and as you can see, it wicked up to 23 cents. It's now trading at 0.005. I actually spoke to the team, really like this project, but they listed on Mexi and Gate, and they've killed their token. Dark Machine, to be fair, I don't really want to speak too soon on Dark Machine because it just launched today, but I think it'll look the same. Not sure if that's the right chart. But yeah, to be fair, it is down massively. Centralized exchanges are literally evil for new projects. Deck, with any profit I take, I plan to split between Bitcoin, a thematic, and CC Pro membership. Nice, yeah, good plan. To be fair, Bitcoin, obviously when you're taking profit, don't buy Bitcoin straight away because you're going to be buying very high. The CC Pro membership, yeah, just buy a year's membership and then you don't have to worry about it every month. I think hopefully people that have been following us for a while understand that we try and stay as level-headed as possible. One of the examples I always point to is, you know, this week here, I actually have screenshots from the chat room where people were telling us we were crazy for saying that Bitcoin was going to an all-time high because recession, World War III, there was no way Bitcoin was going, and it was purely emotions. Bitcoin crashed to $48,000. This was a Sunday. If I go to the daily chart, I'm sure it was a Sunday into a Monday morning. We woke up Monday morning, Bitcoin had crashed. Everybody was losing their head, and we literally put out a post saying Bitcoin will do a new all-time high before Christmas, and everybody basically told us we were crazy. Guess what? We were right. 17th of December, we made new all-time high at $108,000. We stay level-headed, we keep everybody level-headed as well, but also we bring insights from the market that you just can't get on your own, unfortunately. It's just the way the market works. Thematics, great shout, especially the golden one, like I say. Do I have a target for XBorg? I think I've said a few times, I don't know if you've been on the streams before, but I really want to get it to... I really want to see it get to to $1 billion market cap, which is $1. Sorry, somebody's distracting me. But yeah, I'd like to see XBorg get to $1 billion market cap. I think it's currently trading around. What? Let's go to deck screen again. It's easier. I'm sure it's trading around 35-40 cents right now, which is, yeah. So 25 cents. So yeah, $1 would be nice. I think that would be about a 10x. In fact, it would be more than that for me, but I think my average buy is 8 cents or something like that, just because of the pledging. You get free tokens for 0, so that means that every time you get pledged rewards, it brings your average down because you're getting $0 tokens. So yeah, $1 more than a 10x, I'd be happy with that. I went quite heavy on it because I was so bullish on it. It's paid off quite well, to be fair. Antara, no, I do. Maybe I'm just pure hopium, but I do think Antara will come good. I think it's one of those ones that, I hate the phrase, but it'll be like a flick of a switch, and it will just explode one day once something gets announced. So yeah, I'm bullish on it. I'm still holding it. I bought more when it was down in like the trenches at 1 cent, which was mental. But yeah, you kind of have to. When it drops that much, I think our seed price was what, 12 cents, dropped to 1. You just, for me, I just can't not buy some. So obviously I'll be able to hit profit much sooner. And yeah, I think if they do announce something, it could explode higher straight away, because there's no sell pressure in the chart anymore. Nobody is selling right now. If they wanted to sell, they'd be out of the project by now, and all the unlocks are done as well. Hbar. So Hbar is an interesting one, because apparently it's going to be added to this crypto strategic reserve that Trump's talking about. These are the fibs from this just recent pullback. 49 cents. The interesting thing about that is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that takes it up to basically this 2021 high area. I'm sure on the daily, actually, yeah, you can see that top in September 21 coincides with 49 cents, which is the 1.618. So I would say it's going to hit, it'll hit that very soon, maybe in the coming weeks, maybe even the next week. It wouldn't surprise me if it got there next week with the whole Trump announcements. Apparently it's going to be added to the crypto reserve. So yeah, nice pullback the other day. It also cleared the 702 like so easily. It just cut through it. So bit of a back test on the 786. Yeah, bullish for the short term. Yeah, it'll hit this in the next week or so, I think. Again, it's one of those coins that when it moves, it's just vertical, like just sheer straight up. So hopefully you're holding some. Hopefully you got in down here, because it was ridiculously cheap in the bear market. Dropped as low as 0.03, so you're up a good 10x already. So yeah, target for Bitcoin. Well, nobody's actually asked about Bitcoin at all night. Interesting, Bitcoin's coming back to this level here. Might get rejected. We might see it retrace a little bit, and then Sunday would be when I'd be expecting us to really rally and put in a new all-time high. We could get it tomorrow. We've seen Saturday pumps the last few weeks. Normally a Saturday pump means a Sunday you kind of retrace it and then start again. So I'd rather we just traded sideways on Saturday tomorrow, and then Sunday we see the full explosion. Target. So the target, I'm sure it's, in fact I know what it is off the top of my head, but we'll draw it on for anyone that's not been on the streams before. Purely off fibs, for me, I think we see somewhere in the middle here. A lot of people call the April top the actual top, which puts 224,000 as the target. For me, I don't know if that's drawn spot on. But yeah, somewhere around here. I think we've done it before and it was about $215,000. But yeah, somewhere around 200k. This would make sense as 239, because as soon as you get there, everybody's going to be screaming for probably 500k, 250k, 500k. It would make sense that it just tops out there and leaves everybody that's not taking profit hanging, and we will see a big dump. Let's see what we did here. So you can see 2017 we got as high as 3.618. Never reached the full extension. Let's take this off, it's a bit messy. And we came back basically to the 702 level. So if history repeats, the bear market target will be $53,000, which that'd be an amazing buying opportunity. Where's that? So yeah, around there. So that blue line there would be the bear market target. If Bitcoin in 2026, 2027 time pulls back to 50k, not financial advice, buy as much of it as you can, because the next bull run it'll go to 500k. So yeah, that's a crazy target. And people will tell me it's stupid. People will say not a chance. People say it's never going below 100k, it's never going below $69,000. People also said that 32k was the bottom for this bear market, and we dropped to 15.5. So don't believe the hype. Dick, that's quite a good question, to be fair. I answered this in Top Table. Top Table's our alpha chat room networking area for our kind of alpha members. Somebody asked, do I have a time prediction for Borg? I can look at charts. I can tell you what I think is going to happen. The one thing no one can do is tell you how soon or how long something's going to take to happen. So I can look at XRP, I can look at Ethereum, I can look at Solana, whatever coin you want, and I can tell you what I think the price target is, what I expect price action to play out like. What I can't tell you is it going to happen in days, weeks, months, or whatever. The market plays out when the market plays out. There's that phrase, time in the market is more valuable than try to time the market. You can't time tops, you can't time bottoms, you can't time when your take profit level is going to be hit. So unfortunately, that is just one thing no one on this planet can do. People will have all their theories about April being the top because of yada yada yada. September's going to be the top because of the blocks and the number of blocks that have been mined or whatever. The top will come in when the top's ready, when the pure euphoria retail investors are all piling into the market. That's when the top's in. When the daily record tells you to buy Bitcoin, that's when the top's in, I would say. No, Utrust, not dead. I think it's very strong. I like it, but I'm not as confident as other projects. Did buy some a few weeks ago. It's up quite nicely. So if you hold Moonbeam, hopefully you stake it on on SwissBorg, because you earn free tokens, which is great. Brings your average down nicely. Pull back here, this wick here, back off this local high. That's probably the bottom. I would expect it to start taking out some of these highs. So the first one being 38 cents. If we take that out, then we start moving higher. So it does look like bottoms in, time to go up for moonbeam. I hold quite a decent sized bag. For me, the staking makes a lot of sense as well. I can't remember what the cooldown period on SwissBorg is, but let's be serious, we're not going to be selling down here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it is something to mention, because people will try and sell and they'll forget that if you've staked, you need to have a cooldown period first, so don't get caught out by that. A client in London told me about Algorand and Lar. I mean, it's just a meme coin. I don't know what he said about it, but he told you about it. I mean, it's just a meme coin. It's just, yeah, it's a bit of a gamble. I think it's still up massively as well. It's got a crazy market cap, so it's not one I'd be piling into right now. David, we've covered CRV, but let's have it. I'll put it on the screen. Coiling up. Next target, 158. Nah, to be fair, the whole pudgy penguin hype, the fad, I completely missed, completely blocked it out. I saw it had done a pre-sale, it had an NFT collection, and then it just exploded. I think did it go to the billions in terms of market cap? Totally missed it, to be honest. Yeah, passed me by, put it that way, sadly, because yeah, it went crazy. Course deck, what a great question. So this is CC Pro membership, so daily members updates, chat room, TA, we've got trading, we've got tutorials. So recently we've started using Blowfin for trading because it doesn't need KYC. We've done a tutorial this week on how to make trades, how to take profit, how to set a stop loss. We've got the CC Pro basket, which is in very nice profit right now. We've got a crypto tax section, project updates, so we find projects that people maybe don't know about and we just do a deep dive into them, explain the tokenomics, why you should or shouldn't invest, what the project's all about. We've got the podcast, we've got a lot of mindset stuff as well. Not necessarily we're like some mindset gurus, but we've been there and done it, and we've been in the markets for a long time between the entire CC Pro team. So we can give calming voice of reason when people are losing their heads. Like I talked about earlier about 48k Bitcoin, everybody was telling us recession was coming, World War III, there was no way Bitcoin was in a bull run. We could come on and calm everybody down, reassure people, and hopefully make sure they don't do anything stupid like sell Bitcoin at 48k just before it pumps to 108k. Like, that is literally crazy emotions taking over. So yeah, that's what you get. You get loads. It's ridiculously cheap in my opinion for the amount of effort and time and value that goes into it. Plus, we invest in pretty much every project we bring to CC Pro, we invest in unless we say otherwise. So we've done seed rounds, we invest. We've done SwissBorg alpha rounds, we invest. Meme coins, we invest. So we're not just we're not signals, we're not anything like that. We literally put our money where our mouth is, and everyone can see it, to be fair. We also have alpha. So alpha is more designed for people that maybe have a bit more high net worth, or they just want a bit more extra information, a bit more personalized service. So we have the top table network room, so it's a chat room, but it's for just the alpha members, so it's a bit more intimate, a bit more smaller group, so people can chat a bit more and kind of make better connections. We've got alternative investments, so whether it be stocks, whether it be gold, silver, we've got a few other alternative investments in there. Give early access, which is massive, and every single week we do a Q&A live stream with alpha only. You can come on, you can ask any question regardless of what it's about. Hopefully anyone that's in alpha, if they're on, I think those live streams are massive, because there's 106 people on this stream right now. Some people won't want to ask a question in case they look stupid. If you're on an alpha stream and there's a smaller group and it's the people you see asking questions week after week after week, you become really confident in asking a question because you see that it's not too daft to ask a question. So we do those streams, and then obviously we've got a few other benefits as well being in alpha. So that's the 2 memberships. The link's in the description. Now is the time. You've missed the bear market, which was probably tough if you didn't have CC Pro in your life. The bull run is tougher. We keep saying this, people think we're lying. Bull runs are harder than bear markets, because executing, taking profit and not holding out for the what if is the hardest thing in life. Greed is such a strong emotion. So getting a CC Pro will help you out. We post when we're buying, when we're selling, and that's not going to stop anytime soon. Yeah, Thistle, it might be. I suppose it depends. Do you trust him? And where did he get his information from? Nah, I don't. To be honest, I don't think we're going below $3. I thought we would. Well, we kind of did here. I thought we would drop back down, maybe even back to this level here, maybe even this candle about 270. Not right now. We may get, so I saw somebody saying we may get a move up and then a sharp correction and then another violent move up. XRP is quite like a explosive moving asset. There's a lot of FOMO, there's a lot of money involved, there's also a lot of hype, and there's a lot of haters. So yeah, we could do something like that. That wouldn't be out of the question. I suppose it depends on what happens in the next few days, because if this crypto reserve US based thing is a real thing and XRP is announced in it, then XRP is going to go to the moon, and then $3 probably it'll happen sometime down the line. But in the short term, yeah, we may see a pullback. The one thing I will say is do not sell hoping to buy lower. XRP doesn't work like that. You'll get caught out and you'll end up losing out. Right now in the market, we're in a strong bull trend. We had a bit of correction over Christmas, but since Trump got elected, the markets have been fierce. You can buy dips, but don't sell to try and buy back lower. You'll get wrecked. You'll just lose your average buy price. You won't make it back. It's totally not worth it. Sit on your hands, hold out for your targets to get hit. Yeah, Andrew, Alvara looking pretty strong, to be fair. I think the next few months could get exciting. Hopefully we can see some more product moves from Alvara. I think they've lined up a few more hedge funds. They're going to take advantage of the platform, which gives it revenue, which obviously buys back the token as well. So very, very bullish on Alvara. CC Pro is worth every penny the membership is paid for tenfold. Nice, Lewis. Appreciate it. Appreciate the feedback. Paddy felt greedy with Borg. Yeah, exactly. Like, greed is a tough emotion to overcome. Bear markets actually, once you resign yourself to the fact that you're buying and tomorrow it'll probably dip, bear markets become really easy. The problem in a bull run is you get a tasty green, so the days that are red become really difficult because you've almost mentally spent the money that you don't even have, and then it corrects. So yeah, bull runs are tough, which is why it's a bit like training for sport, or even just taking exercise really seriously. If you've got a coach or if you've got somebody constantly in your corner telling you you're doing the right things, just keep going. It's so important, and that's kind of what CC Pro is. Stablecoin. Take profits to stablecoin. Because if you take profits to Bitcoin, Bitcoin crashes 30%, then yeah. The other thing is, we covered this quite a lot a few months ago, but you have to enjoy your profits. So for everybody listening to this, if you make profit, go and enjoy it. Like, don't worry about, should I be buying Bitcoin, should I be rotating back? Like, nah, go on holiday, buy a house, buy a car, buy a watch, do whatever. That's the whole point in investing. If you're just going to sink it into another asset and then possibly be down for 2 or 3 years, like, there's no point. Take profit and enjoy the profit. So have a quick look at total 2. So this is a crypto market excluding Bitcoin, basically the altcoin chart. For me, this is all eyes on this. We're just consolidating just below all-time high. Very bullish market structure. As soon as we break this all-time high, we could fly, and it'll send altcoins crazy. I do think next week, Trump getting inaugurated, the rumour is he's going to repeal the law that says that banks and financial institutions cannot hold digital assets. If he repeals that, then that basically gives confirmation to the entire world that crypto is legal, safe, people can invest in it. So that's when the real FOMO is going to start, and we'll see liquidity flow into the markets. So yeah, I think that could be a catalyst for next week. No real info, to be fair. I know SwissBorg are really keen on it going to 100 million. I think probably right now, like everybody, it's been a bit of a crazy few weeks. Bitcoin corrected, altcoins were down. So I think once that euphoria comes back at the market, obviously Trump is helping it. But yeah, I think if Bitcoin breaks out to a new all-time high, we'll see some meme coins run. Need to get back inside this trend line here. And yeah, I think I'm holding Borg until hopefully we get to 100 million. That would be my target. But yeah, bullish on it, to be fair. Just, I think the only thing I think for Borg is right now it's too SwissBorgy. So yeah, hopefully they can branch out and actually become a meme in their own right. Alright, we have 21 likes. We've got 95 people watching. If we can get to, say, 35 likes, we will stream live on Monday during the inauguration and watch the markets live. So let's see if we could get some likes. We'll come back. We'll do a full live stream while Trump's been inaugurated. We'll try and get it up on the screen. But more importantly, we'll be watching the Bitcoin and altcoin price chart while he's getting sworn in, because I do think that's going to be a massive catalyst next week. And while everybody's liking the stream, let's check on the DXY, which is having quite a nice move up as we close out a Friday. We are at the 702. Does look pretty bullish, to be fair. We may get another test of the 702. It could just be this is like the final kind of pump before it properly dumps. For me, Trump is going to weaken the dollar. The reason he needs to do that is he needs to bring yields down in the US. The easiest way to do that is print and QE. That will bring the dollar down, which hopefully eases the kind of yields for mortgages and stuff in the States. It makes it cheaper to borrow, but also it means it's cheaper for people to buy US goods from America. Trump's all about selling US goods to the world as opposed to buying Chinese goods. People can't do that when the dollar's so strong because it's so expensive to buy US goods because of the exchange rate. So he needs a weaker dollar, and if he weakens the dollar, then US orders goes up, which benefits the economy. So I do expect the DXY to be kind of topping very soon. And actually, if we look at, I think I showed this on a stream the other day. This was January 2017 when, was it then? I think it was here actually. Yeah, so it was January 2017 when Trump took office the last time. The DXY had topped. Trump takes office, and look what happens to the DXY. It drops 14%, and that basically kickstarts the crypto bull run, with it culminating in January 2018 when the altcoin market topped. This was basically Trump. So if he does the exact same again, then we could be in for a massive bull run caused by this. The difference this time is debt levels are higher, the liquidity levels are going to have to increase. Instead of a few trillion, it's going to be tens of trillions. So that's what's going to propel Bitcoin much, much higher. It's mad to see that it's the exact same pattern. Let me actually zoom out a little bit and let's see. This would be crazy if this was right. I've not checked this. So that is pretty mad, to be fair. That it's just shy of the 702 level. So yeah, history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. So the DXY could be in store for a massive dump, which is great for risk on assets. Hopefully some people that have been following us also hold gold and silver. I do think gold is on the verge of hitting $3,000 in the coming weeks, spurred on by that money printing. And that kind of gives us confidence that money printing's coming. Gold's starting to break out, which is great to see. But that's all for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Sign up to CC Pro using the link in description. It's going to be a wild few months. Crypto is literally about to explode. And 35 likes. We will be back on Monday to celebrate President Trump getting inaugurated, and hopefully Bitcoin at $115,000 as well. See you all then.
Le cœur a découvert